Next, I will explain CW radar principles. Simple CW radar. CW means continuous wave radar. It transmits continuous wave of frequency F0. This is the simple block diagram of CW radar. This CW radar consists of single antenna which is used for both transmitting and receiving purpose, and it consists of CW transmitter which transmits continuous wave of frequency F0. Major part of it is reached to antenna where it is radiated into free space as a continuous sinusoidal wave towards the target whose frequency is F0, and a small portion of it is also leakaged into receiver which act as a local oscillator frequency. Next, detector or mixer. It is used to mix received echo signal frequency, transmitted signal to generate beat frequency or Doppler frequency FD. Then it is amplified and then it is given to indicator. So I will explain. This CW radar transmit continuous wave of frequency F0 towards the target. This wave is incident on target. A part of it is re-radiated in the direction of radar. Here target is in relative motion with respect to radar. Therefore, there is a Doppler frequency shift in the received echo signal due to this relative motion of the target with respect to the radar. Therefore, the frequency of the received echo signal is F0 plus or minus FD, where FD is the frequency Doppler frequency shift, which is plus or minus. When target is moving towards the radar, then it is plus. When target is moving away from the radar, it is minus. The received echo signal frequency F0 plus or minus FD and leakage signal frequency FD, these both are mixed in the detector or mixer, then produces the frequency difference of these two signal which is FD. Then it is given to beat frequency amplifier, that is given to indicator. This is the simple operation of CW radar. CW radar transmitter function. The transmitter generates a continuous oscillation of frequency F0 and it is radiated by the antenna. Transmitted signal hits the target and some of the energy reflected back in the direction of radar. The echo signal is collected by the receiving antenna. If target is in motion, echo signal frequency will be changed. If target is approaching the radar, echo signal frequency is F0 plus FD. If target is receding, that means moving away from the radar, the echo signal frequency is F0 minus FD. Mixer has two inputs, one from a leakage signal from the transmitter which is F0 and other is echo signal F0 plus or minus FD. Both are mixed in mixer. That mixer generate beat frequency FD. Beat frequency amplifier illuminates echoes from stationary targets and also amplify the Doppler echo signal. Indicating device may be a earphones or frequency meter. This is the simple operation. This is the frequency response. Frequency response characteristics of beat frequency amplifier. This is on x-axis we have frequency, on y-axis we have response or amplitude. Here at origin frequency 0, that means that is echo due to stationary targets, that is eliminated. Isolation. In this simple CW radar, single antenna is used for both transmitting and receiver. Then what is isolation? If for example, the total signal from the receiver, transmitter directly goes to receiver, then receiver may be damaged. Then how the receiving antenna identifies whether it is a transmitted signal or received signal. So this type of isolation is required between transmitter and receiver. That isolation is provided by first one, Doppler effect. Due to this Doppler effect, the frequencies of received signal is different from that of transmitted signal. So by using that frequency different, so the antenna can identify whether this is received signal or transmitted signal. So Doppler effect is used as a isolation between transmitter and receiver. Circulator. We come across this in microwave subject. There you have 4-port circulator. By using this circulator also, we can separate transmitter and receiver. Hybrid junctions, magic T junction. By using magic T junction also, we can provide isolation between transmitter and receiver. Or we may use separate polarizations. For transmitting signal, use one polarization. For receiving signal, use another polarization. Or separate antennas. We may use separate antennas for transmitting and receiving purpose. So by providing any one of these 5 techniques, we can maintain the isolation between transmitter and receiver. Non-zero IF receiver. In previous case, there is no IF frequency, intermediate frequency. Therefore, there the beat frequency is very low frequency. What happens if the received signal frequency is low means that is affected by flicker noise. Flicker noise is inversely proportional to frequency. When frequency is low means flicker noise is more. When frequency is high means flicker noise is high. So to reduce the flicker noise effect, we need to use non-zero IF amplifier in the receiver. This is the block diagram of non-zero IF receiver. This is transmitting antenna and receiving antenna. So here we are using 2 separate antennas. This is CW transmitter. A part of it is given to mixer. Second input from mixer is from local oscillator whose frequency is same as the intermediate frequency. So this is F suffix IF. These two are mixed in mixer. So mixer generates 3 frequencies. One is F0, other one is the sum of these 2 frequencies, and third one is the difference of these 2 frequencies. So by using sideband filter, we can select appropriate frequency, which is F0 plus F intermediate frequency. Here receiving antenna receives echo signal whose frequency is F0 plus or minus Ft. The receiver mixer mix these 2 frequency and generate IF frequency plus or minus Doppler effect. So in this mixer, this F0 cancels. The remaining frequencies intermediate frequency plus or minus Doppler frequency shift, and this is given to IF amplifier. In simple CW radar, this is missing. Therefore, the received signal frequency is low, which is affected by flicker noise. But here, received signal frequency is not low. This is this one. So frequency is high. Therefore, flicker noise is eliminated. So IF amplifier amplifies this signal and given to second detector. Second detector detects Doppler frequency shift, and that is given to Doppler amplifier and given to indicator. Doppler amplifier amplifies the Doppler frequencies and eliminates the echo signal from the stationary targets. So the main purpose of this circuit is to increase the intermediate frequency or received signal frequency so that flicker noise effect is reduced. It reduces effect of flicker noise. Separate antennas are used for transmission and reception. Here local oscillator is derived in this receiver from a portion of transmitted signal mixed with a locally generated signal of frequency equal to that of receiver IF frequency. Receiver bandwidth. Here, what is the receiver bandwidth? Whether it is low or whether it is high. The receiver bandwidth is wide enough to transmit Doppler frequency signals, but not so wide. If receiver bandwidth is so wide, along with the Doppler frequency signals, there is some noise also enter into the receiver that will limits the sensitivity of the receiver. So we need to take the proper receiver bandwidth so that allows the Doppler frequency signals and rejects the echo signals and noise signals. Here in simple CW radar, the transmitted signal is sinusoidal signal of continuous signal. If we apply Fourier transform, that signal has only one fixed frequency component f0. So here bandwidth is very narrow. But due to some finite duration, but transmitting continuous infinite signal is difficult. So instead of transmitting continuous signal, the radar transmit a finite duration of signal. Due to that finite duration of signal, here the bandwidth is somewhat widened compared to this ideal case. So the receiver bandwidth is wide enough to pass all these components, but not wide enough to pass noise signals. In CW receiver, Doppler amplifier is used to allow the expected range of Doppler frequencies. If you use wide bandwidth amplifier, then it will introduce a additional noise. So you must take some care. Several factors that will spread the CW signal energy over a finite frequency band. Ideally, the receiver signal has single frequency, but due to several factors, its bandwidth is widened. These factors must be known to calculate approximate bandwidth of the Doppler amplifier so that it allows the total Doppler frequency signal. The bandwidth required for Doppler amplifier increased due to echo signal is not a pure sine wave of actually this infinite duration. Sine wave is finite duration. Next, fluctuations in target cross section. Target may fluctuates. Target accelerations. Scanning fluctuations. Due to this, the bandwidth of echo signal widened. IF Doppler filter banks. So instead of using single filter, we are using a bank of filters. If we know the expected range of Doppler frequencies, then by using cascaded filters, we can allow the required Doppler frequency bands. Simply instead of single amplifier, we are using bank of filters. And these are staggered. These are mixed, overlapped frequencies. Each first band, second band frequencies are overlapped. The second band, third band frequencies are overlapped. So this is the frequency response characteristics of the filter banks. When the Doppler shifted echo signal is known to lie somewhere within a relative band of frequencies. If we know where the echo signal frequency lies, then by using a bank of narrow band filters spaced throughout the frequency range permits a measurement of frequency and also improves the signal to noise ratio. If you use the bank of narrow band filters, that will allow the measurement of frequency and also improve the signal to noise ratio. The bandwidth of each individual filter is wide enough to accept signal energy, but not so wide as to introduce more noise than needed. The center frequencies of filters are staggered to cover entire range of the Doppler frequencies. So this is the staggered receiver.